live in L.A. to bring home the Mets magic at 5.
The only way we're going to put an end to this Siamese twin act is if one of us does a striptease.
And seeing as I have to get into another dress and onto the runway, I would hope that you would have the decency to drop your pants for the cause.
Oh, believe me, I have lowered my masts on many a solemn occasion, but this ain't one of them.
Why are you being so pig-headed?
You're the one that got me all caught up in your work. It's up to you to get me out.
Oh, no, I am not taking off my clothes while you're in this room.
I'll tell you what, we'll take a vote on it, okay? All those who think Max should drop his pants, so to speak, raise your hand. Anyone? Anyone? I'm sorry. You're the winner by default, and the fact that nobody voted for me.
All right, fine. Have it your way.
Hello, is this the Professional Magicians Association? Yes, I'd like to speak to somebody in membership, please. Yes, thank you. I'll hold on. Oh, boy, I hope this is the first step in solving that mystery. Hello? Is this membership? Yes. Do you have a listing for a Lysander Claire, either as a past or a present member? Claire. That's C. No, C is in cat. L-A-I.
Honey!
R. Oh, excuse me. I'll have to get back to you. Hi. Hi, Claire.
Where'd Vicky run off to? I wanted to find out how things went with Larry.
Well, Vicky had to... I'm sorry you missed her. She had to go down to the Banner.
That's strange. She say why?
I think that she wanted to work on an editorial.
What editorial?
An editorial for tomorrow's edition.
I thought she'd already put that to bed.
Well, maybe she wanted to tuck in a corner here and there. I have to be going.
Renee? What the hell's going on?
Who are you? What do you want? No, please. Please let go of me. Help me. Somebody please help me!
Here's what to do when...
No, stop it. Please. Please let go of me.
Casey!
Please.
Casey! Just let her go, Casey.
I wasn't going to hurt her, I promise.
I know. Just let her go.
Oh, Neil, am I ever glad to see you?
It's okay. Casey doesn't mean any harm. He just gets a little overenthusiastic sometimes.
You know him?
Well, yeah, he's a member of the fan club. In fact, that's why I came by. You left this charter at the studio.
I didn't mean to upset her, Neil. Honest, I'd never do anything to scare Tiffany.
Now, Casey, Tiffany is a character on Fraternity Road. This is Mary Lynn Coleman, and this is her home, and you cannot come barging in on her like this. She needs her privacy just like everybody else.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to touch her hair. Can I? Please?
Yes, of course you can.
So beautiful. It's even softer than I could ever have imagined it to be. Thank you, Tiffany. I mean, Mary Lynn.
You're welcome.
Now, come on, Casey. Why don't you go back to Holden Towers and join up with the rest of the fan club? And you'll have a chance to talk to Mary Lynn again after she finishes with the fashion show.
Okay, Neil. Thanks again. And I'm sorry if I upset you.
Don't worry about it.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, he's really not a bad guy once you get to know him.
I'm sure he isn't.
Well, I guess I should go back there, too. Can I give you a lift?
Actually, I've probably missed the show by now. How about some coffee? I'd love the chance to get to know the president of my first and only fan club.
Yeah, that's great.
Good evening and welcome to View on Land View. I'm standing here as stars with the two ladies who have made this fashion show of Designs by Delilah into a huge triumph. Gabrielle Holden and, of course, the lady that started it all, Delilah Garrettson. So tell me, are you pleased with the way things have gone so far?
Oh, we're so excited. Look at the way the audience has responded. It's quite clear that these designs are going to make quite an impact on the business. Look around you. Wouldn't you say this is an unqualified success?
Yes, I certainly would. Now tell me, are the designs that we're seeing here tonight a representative of an equal creative effort on both your parts?
The fact
is that neither one of us feel that we need to take credit for designs by Delilah. We feel that Old Mabel says it all. Don't we, Delilah?
Adrian's outfit can be worn either in the afternoon or evening. It has that feeling of play or just elegant. Suzanne sports a smashing evening ensemble. Look at this elegant outfit. The jacket comes off to reveal underneath a strapless cocktail dress. Beautiful. And I might add, beautiful shoulders. This outfit is guaranteed to keep the star. Thank you, Suzanne. And here comes...
Excuse me, may I see your credentials?
Lace bodysuit.
Sure.
Black high-waisted pleated orange jersey poncho.
Oh, gee. Sorry, I think I must have left them in my bag. Well, I'm sorry, but only accredited press are allowed in here.
Well, I'm already here. Why can't I just take some pictures?
Orange
You see, us designers have to protect ourselves. For all I know, you could be here to pirate my designs.
The dress.
Yeah, I'm a photographer, not Long John Silver.
Yes, this lady doesn't have a correct cross. Would you please see her out?
Certainly.
Hey, I just wanted to take some pictures.
This way, please. This way.
I'm glad to see that you're enjoying the show.
Oh, very much so. I must say I'm extremely impressed with the entire collection.
Consisting of...
Really? Would it surprise you to know that I am responsible for every design you see up there this evening?
Not in the least. From the moment I met you, I suspected that you were a very talented woman.
Then perhaps I can interest you in a little proposition I've had in mind since I met you.
Now showing them off. Letting you
Excuse me, Sarah. She just missed her last cue.
I have a feeling it has something to do with Max Holden. I'll go check.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. You win. As much as I hate to pass up the opportunity of seeing more of you, I really do think we should wait for more private moments. This way. Ciao, pantalones. A moment of silence, please. The dastardly deed is done. Did a breeze just kick up in here?
Yes, the wind of change, which is what I am about to do, so beat it.
Aren't you going to even offer to darn the damage?
I said,
Okay. Hold the pitching arm. All right, I'm going. Excuse me. Thank you. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you again.
Hi, the same. Sure. Megan, you missed your cue.
Yes, I know. Just help me get dressed.
All right, so which one?
This one, the red one. No, the yellow one.
Don't panic. Here you go. Here. So I see Mr. Holden succeeded in getting under your skin again.
Oh, that man infuriates me. One day I'm just going to run in and belt him one.
Oh, here you go. Just like old times, huh?
What?
When we were kids and the boys used to pick on you, you just haul off and slug them. I think we used to call it puppy love.
I am not in love with Max Holden.
Well, you're certainly feeling something, Megan, because you're acting like an idiot.
I am totally frustrated. I can usually handle men like him, you know, but I don't know. Something about Max, he's ruining my batting average.
So what are you going to do about it, huh?
I am going to totally ignore him. As far as I'm concerned, Max Holden is persona non grata. Thank you for your help.
Hey, Megan, how you doing? Good to see you again. Rule number one, never get between the model and the runway, huh?
What are you doing here, huh?
I just thought I'd come by and give you a little surprise.
Oh, is it bigger than a bread box?
You might say that.
Here's why these members of the United States...
What is this supposed to mean?
Well, let me give you a hint. What island takes 10 hours to get to and a whole lifetime to get to know?
Manhattan, I think, if the traffic's bad.
Yeah, close. Let me give you a better hint. Think palm trees,
Yeah.
pineapples, girls in hula skirts, Don Ho.
Hawaii?
Very good. How'd you guess that?
All right, come on, knock it off with the geography lesson. Now, what is the secret?
I got this last-minute invite to this photography convention in Honolulu, right? Well, I hate hanging around these paradise islands all by myself, so I thought, why not ask Sarah to go along with you? I think it'd be a real good idea if we both got away from the precious land view for a while. You know what I mean? That way we could just kick back, relax, enjoy the sunshine, maybe do a little moonlight swimming, get to know each other or whatever.
Oh, I'd love to.
I don't know if I can get the time off.
Oh, well, I know this is short notice and everything. In fact, if Kim hadn't volunteered to watch out for little Clint for me, I would have a problem myself. Maybe you can get somebody to cover for you at the center.
Well, you know, I haven't taken a vacation all summer.
That's true.
And I do have this new assistant.
That's true, too.
Who I've been training. I think she could take over
So
for me.
I think you ought to start strumming that ukulele of yours and say goodbye to Landview.
And hello, Hawaii.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Megan. And that concludes our show for this evening. We want to thank all of you for being here. Remember, when you think of the latest in fashion, think of Designs by Delilah. Good night, everyone.
Honey, I'm sorry I couldn't get here any earlier. It sounds like everybody loved what they saw. Congratulations. Mwah.
Thanks, May, but I had little to do with the success of this evening.
What are you talking about? This was your show, wasn't it?
Yes, but all the outfits were designed by Gabrielle. She very cleverly manipulated it to turn out that way.
Now, hold on. After you disappeared, I sold Designs by Delilah to Gabrielle to keep the company going. Gabrielle hadn't stepped in when she did, there would have been no business for you to come back to.
I know that, and I'm very grateful, but I don't want our clients to think that I've given up on designing.
Sweetheart, once you get settled, you'll sit down, you'll design a whole new line of your own. You'll let your clients know that you're still in there swinging.
Well, that's what I'm hoping to do. Unfortunately, Gabrielle is monopolizing the one person who could help me make that happen.
So am I to understand that you are asking me to invest in Designs by Delilah?
Exactly. I've got to the point in the business where the demand is much greater than the supply. I need to get my hands on a little bit of capital if I'm going to start to fulfill all the orders that are pouring in.
I don't know much about the fashion industry.
Oh, you leave the fashion end to me. I guarantee you your investment will be a profitable one.
I believe it will.
Then we have a deal?
I believe we do.
Thank you. I will be eternally grateful to you. I won't let you down.
I'm going to hold you to that.
You can count on me. Whatever you want me to do, wherever you want me to go, all you have to do is ask.
Don't worry, I will.
Well, I'd better get back to the crowd now. Talk to you later?
By all means.
What was that all about, if I may ask?
Fraser, impeccable timing, as always. I want you to transfer some funds into an account I'm setting up for Gabrielle. I'm investing in her future.
Really, Michael? Do you think that's wise? She's an unstable young woman who's going through a messy divorce.
I can handle her. Just remember, she used to be involved with Max Holden.
Who's the owner of Holden Towers.
Where the time capsule is buried. And I have a feeling that Gabrielle will prove to be very useful.
How much are you planning to invest in?
I don't know yet. But whatever the amount, it'll be nothing compared to what I'll get in return.
I can't figure out where Marilyn would be. Do you know?
Beats me.
I'm gonna check with Megan. Maybe she'll know. Excuse me. Sorry. Do you have any idea where Marilyn is?
No, I have no idea. She wasn't at the fashion show. In fact, Sally had to take her place on the runway.
See, this is not like her at all. She knows she was supposed to be here to model, and she also knew about that interview with Meredith Berlin.
Meredith Berlin, the editor of Soap Opera Digest?
Yeah.
Well, I'd better go and appease her.
I'm a little confused. Weren't you here when Larry was talking to Vicky?
Yes, I was.
Well, what happened? Did he convince her to forget about that last year in high school, or didn't he?
Well, you see, Vicky ran out right after Larry did, and we didn't have a chance to discuss what she had decided.
Renee, listen to me. Just listen to me. I know that if Vicky was planning on continuing her search, she wouldn't want me to know. I also realize that I may be asking you to betray a confidence. But you have no idea how serious this is.
Oh, really, I do.
I'm not through yet. Now, just hear me out. I'm not exaggerating when I say that Vicky digging into the past like this can have very serious consequences.
I know how concerned you are, Clint.
Concerned? Concerned, hell. Renee, I'm half scared to death. Do you have any idea what Vicky has gone through as Nikki Smith?
Yes. She told me about all those horrible episodes. That's why I took her to see Madison Barnes, because she was so terrified that maybe that lost time in her senior year had something to do with another episode.
Then can't you see how fragile she is right now? Renee, if she digs up any disturbing facts about what happened back then, she could very well suffer another psychotic breakdown.
Yes, but maybe now it's worse for her not to know.
Maybe.
Maybe she needs to face the truth so that she can overcome it.
Maybe. And maybe if she faces the truth, if she's forced to face the truth, she will not be able to overcome it. Nikki Smith could take a hold and...
Well, couldn't we help her go through it?
Maybe. And maybe not. But if we can't, Renee, I can guarantee you this, the results will be devastating. To Vicky, to me, and to the kids. Now, believe me, we have been there before. I don't want any of us to ever have to go through it again.
I understand that, Clint, and believe me, I don't want you or Vicky or the family to be in any more pain.
Then for the love of God, would you tell me what she decided to do before it's too late?
I'm sorry, Clint. Vicky left before we had a chance to talk.
I see. Okay. I guess I'll just have to call her at the Banner and ask her myself.
I think that's a great idea. Now, if you excuse me, I really have to be going. And will you tell Vicky that I'll call her and find out how she's doing?
Oh, sure, you bet. Right.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Renee. PMA. What the hell does that mean? No number. It's not Vicky's handwriting. So the question is, what the hell does PMA stand for?
Nothing's better than American cooking. And America's cooking with Wesson. Let's eat. Don't miss Aunt Betty's chicken.
So crispy.
Great.
Juicy, too. Really good.
Wow. Homemade fries.
I can't imagine what she does to make these things so light.
Save room for pie.
You ought to visit us more often, Charlie. Oh, what a meal.
America's cooking with all-natural Wesson. Vegetable, corn, and sunflower oils. With
Family backlash when Cabot chooses shake.
2 weeks in Hawaii. That's wonderful. When do you leave?
Well, just wait a second. Now, I need to know if you're going to feel comfortable keeping an eye on things here while I'm gone. I know you haven't been here that long, and I haven't even really finished training you, so...
You've been a wonderful teacher. I feel more than ready to handle the responsibility.
Are you sure?
Get on that plane with Cord and don't worry. Just rest, relax, and forget about work.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really owe you one.
Oh, Sarah, I have to talk to you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right. Penny, why don't you take a look at those patient files, and if you have any questions, just let me know.
Good idea.
Okay. So, is there any particular reason why you came barging in here like a fireman who smells smoke?
Well, you know your old man, Sarah. Once I set my mind to something, it has to be taken care of ASAP.
So, what's on the top of your list this time?
You?
Me?
Yes, I wanted to apologize for putting so much pressure on you to leave Landview. I mean, in my haste to settle the matter quickly, I didn't think about the fact you have friends here, not to mention your work. Such as it is, no doubt it won't be easy to give it all up.
Well, thank you, Dad. I'm glad that you finally understand that I can never leave Landview.
Hold on, Sarah. I said I realized it would be difficult. I didn't say I would stop leaning on you. I'm leaving for California in 2 weeks, and in that time, I'm going to do all I can to convince you to come along with me.
Well, I'm afraid that's going to be impossible.
Impossible is a word I threw out of my vocabulary ages ago.
But, Dad, I'm planning a trip.
Hold on. I've made reservations for the two of us at that fancy French restaurant in town. Grab your coat, and we'll talk about it over dinner.
Are you trying to tell me that Mary Lynn completely forgot about her interview with me?
Oh, well, you know how these things are. She's new on our show. She doesn't know when she's coming and when she's going. She probably just forgot about the interview.
Yeah, but Randy Stone assured me that Mary Lynn would be here.
Well, that's because Randy Stone's #1 concern is the show. Of course, that's my #1 concern as well. You see, I take my career very, very seriously.
Oh, and you're saying Mary Lynn doesn't?
Oh, no. I'm just saying that she has a lot on her mind. Her husband, her home life, you know, little things like that.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm faced with a deadline and no one to write about.
Oh, that is a pity. Well, I really wish there was something that I could do to help you out.
Maybe there is. name of that ingenue who took Mary Lynn's place on the runway?
Oh, you mean Sally?
Sally, that's the one. Would you mind going back to the dressing room and asking Sally if she'd give me an interview?
Well, yeah, well, you see, she's left for the day.
Then I guess I'm back to square one. Unless...
Yes?
No, that wouldn't work. You see, this piece was going to be about young, up-and-coming starlets. Of course, I could change it. I could change the angle to focus on older, established, veteran soap actresses.
Well, that is a wonderful idea.
Then you wouldn't mind my interviewing you instead?
Oh, of course not. I'd be delighted.
Great. Let me just get out my tape recorder.
Let's see. I believe the first time I thought about being an actress, I was about 10 years old.
Now, how
My
did
mother
you feel
was...
about playing opposite Max Holden?
Max Holden?
Yes, Max. For the few days that he was on the show, it looked as if you two were going to burn up the screen. Are you sorry to see him go?
Well, there's no doubt that he was an asset to the Fraternity Row set, but I'm sure now that he's gone, our...
Hey, Megan! Glad to see you're able to pull it together. Go on with the show.
Yes, I was able to rise above the difficulties.
Good. I'm glad I didn't cause you to break your stride.
Excuse me, are you Max Holden?
That depends. Are you a bill collector?
No, I'm Meredith Berlin of Soap Opera Digest.
Oh, pleasure.
Tell me, Max, the scenes that I was watching between you and Miss Gordon, well, were quite steamy. Was there any behind-the-camera motivation going on?
Well, as a matter of fact...
Excuse me, Max, but I'm quite busy right now. Would you mind going off and bothering someone else?
By all means, almighty queen of the daytime drama, far be it for me to interfere with your highness's almighty career. It was a pleasure, Miss Berlin.
Now, as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted, I believe that the first time I got an inkling that I wanted to be an actress, I was 6 years old, and I got some great footage on the show. I'm putting it on the 11 o'clock news.
Before or after the sports?
Well, since it looked like you were wrestling with Megan Gordon down here, I think maybe we should put it on during the sports. Wouldn't that be a scream?
Miss Claire? Is anybody there? Oh, goody. Oh, Lordy. Look at this. What? Oh, my Lord. Oh, it's the scarf. Oh, my God. Well, all I need now is a top hat. I wonder. I once saw a magician. Kazam!
You summoned me?
No, yes, did I do that?
Welcome to the mystical world of illusion. Lysander Clare, at your service.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I can't have dinner with you tonight.
Why not?
Because I am going on a much-needed vacation.
Oh, where to?
Hawaii.
For how long?
2 weeks.
I see. You going alone?
No. Actually, I'm going with Cord.
I thought you two were just good friends.
To tell you the truth, I don't know what kind of a label to put on our relationship.
Then why are you going halfway around the world with him?
Because I need to spend some time with him to figure out where we stand.
Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed. I was looking forward to spending these 2 weeks with you. Of course, your love life is more important. I guess the only thing I can do is wish you a bon voyage. And, well, I hope you take the time to visit me in California on your way back.
Daddy, please don't do this to me, all right?
Well, I guess I should cancel my dinner reservations. Wait, no, maybe Megan will share a bottle of wine with me.
Well, I can't remember a time when I wasn't following at least 3 or 4 shows at the same time. And, of course, when VCRs came along, I would just tape one and watch the other.
Well, how do you find the time to keep up with all of them?
Well, when you love something that much, you somehow make the time.
Wow, your mind must be an encyclopedia of soap operas by now.
Yeah, it is. But you know what I'm going to do when and if I go back to college? I plan on using that knowledge to write a dissertation on the history and the influence of daytime serials on American life.
You really think soaps make that much of a difference in people's lives?
Oh, yes, of course they do. I mean, for some people it is. It's just escape, and for others it's pure entertainment. But for really quite a few people, I mean, it's a source of information. I mean, think of all the relevant social issues that have been tackled by daytime dramas along the way.
You're really up on all of this stuff, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across sounding like I knew everything about
No, you're not. In fact, I'm very impressed. And you know, it's kind of nice that I can talk to my most important fan so easily. It's like you're helping me make the transition from nobody to celebrity.
You were never a nobody, Mary Lynn.
Well, I certainly wasn't born to be a celebrity. I guess that's why I got so panicky with Casey. I'm still not used to all the glamour and the hype and the interviews. Oh, no, I was supposed to give an interview to Meredith Berlin after the fashion show. Oh, my producer will kill me if I'm not there. I've got to call Stars and tell them I'm on my way.
Don't bother. Meredith Berlin's probably long gone by now.
Mr. Clare, where are you?
Right behind you.
Lordy, why did you do that?
I was merely trying to illustrate the power of illusion.
Well, you illustrated it very well.
That's one of my more astounding feats of magic. And a most popular one, too. Guaranteed to convince even the most skeptical of audiences. If you should so desire it, I could make you dematerialize.
No, thank you. I've seen enough for today.
You are here to employ my services, I assume?
Oh, Lordy, no, I'm here for someone else, a friend.
And what does your friend want?
Answers, actually.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, I would like to know whether my friend or my friend's father was a former client of yours.
And what is your friend's name?
Victoria Lord Buchanan.
Ah, yes. I knew it was only a matter of time before Victoria got in touch with me.
Did you?
Indeedy. I've been waiting a long time to hear from her. But where is she?
You see, she wanted me to help her find you, and we kind of divvied up the leads, and I went in one direction, so to speak, and she went in the other.
And ye got to Scotland before her, eh?
Yes, well, you might put it that way.
So what answers does Victoria seek?
Well, first, I'd like to know what you know about Vicky and about her past.
A great deal, I assure you.
Really?
Let me see now. Victoria Lord, the daughter of a highly successful newspaper publisher, goes on to be a newspaper woman herself. She's married to Clint Buchanan, who adopts her 2 children by Joseph Riley, Kevin and Joey, and is the father of her 3rd child, a lovely little girl called Jessica. Do I pass the test?
Oh, really? Mr. Clare, do you think that by reciting that little speech that you've told me anything meaningful about Vicky's past?
Indeed.
Well, you could have found that out from a newspaper or Who's Who in Landview. I'm sorry to have wasted your time, but I don't think that you can be of any help to Vicky right now.
Help comes in many forms. Please do not underestimate my power to help your friend. And believe me, your friend Vicky is in desperate need of my services.
Where do babies come from? They're coming from all over to Sears Portrait Studio's big $10 off sale to save $10 on our
Listen, I better get back to Holden Towers and tell the fan club that you won't be there.
Please tell them how sorry I am.
I will. It'll be fine. Thanks for the coffee. I'll be in touch. Bye.
What's this talk about a fan club?
Neil's formed one for me. He's the president.
You know, I don't understand this. You told me you couldn't go out with me because you had to attend a fashion show. But now you pass on the fashion show to have tea with some fan?
Honey, I didn't miss the show on purpose. My car broke down on the way home. I was in a hurry, and then Casey showed up and scared me here.
Who's Casey?
He's another member of my fan club. He wanted to meet me. I wasn't sure what he was after. He's very big.
He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, but he frightened me a little, and then Neil showed up, and he explained everything.
Good old Neil.
You're not jealous?
No, I'm not jealous. I'm just a little confused why you have all this time to spend with your fans and you don't have any time to spend with me.
I didn't invite Casey here. He followed me. And when he showed up at the door and he touched me, it reminded me of...
What?
It reminded me of the time that Griffin showed up here and he tried to hurt me.
Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't
It was
realize...
like it had happened all over again.
Damn it, why couldn't I be here?
You had no way
I
of
wasn't
knowing.
here the time that Griffin attacked you, and now this, I'm always just a little too late.
Stop blaming yourself,
A husband
okay?
should be there when his wife needs him.
You're here now. It's okay. It's over. Neil gave Casey a good talking to. It won't happen again.
Listen, would you promise me something, please?
What?
If you ever have any trouble with some guy on the set or at any kind of public event, tell me right away, okay?
Okay.
I just always want you to be safe. I've been having these dreams lately. Well, actually, they're kind of nightmares, and you're in them. You're always walking towards some kind of trouble or danger, but you don't know what's coming. And I'm just sort of standing on the edge of the dream, and I see the whole thing happening. I try to call out to you as loud as I can and tell you to go back. And just as something's about to happen, I wake up, shaking like a leaf. Sometimes, Mary Lynn, I don't think I do enough for you.
No, don't feel that way. I have never felt safer than I do right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why?
Oh, for yelling at you about that stupid fashion show.
I should have called you.
Well, we both blew it, right? Are we both forgiven?
Yeah.
Good.
No, I completely agree with you. Well, I'll take...
Is it true?
On the phone. What are you doing?
I just spoke to Daddy, and he told me that you're going to fly off to Hawaii with Cord, and I want to know why.
Well, I don't really think it's any of your business.
When you put your petty little plans before Daddy's feelings, of course it's my business.
Look, I refuse to plan my life around those rare occurrences when Dad decides he's going to come down from a mountain to visit us.
Oh, for goodness sakes, we're not talking forever. We're talking 2 weeks.
Megan, this trip is important to me, all right? I need to spend some time with Cord, alone.
Oh, and you can't postpone it? You should have heard Daddy's voice on the phone. He was so disappointed.
Look, you two are not going to make me feel guilty, so just drop it, all right?
You should feel guilty.
Oh, come on.
He's about to go off to California, and you can't give up a little bit of your
All right, Megan,
time to
just
see him
stop
here.
it. I am so sick and tired of everybody pulling my string around here, all right? Now, I am going on this trip. I'm not going to do what Daddy wants me to do. I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, all right? For me. And I'm not going to let you make me feel like some spoiled little brat just because every once in a while I think I deserve a little happiness. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, perfectly. Fine. Do whatever you want. I didn't come here to argue with you.
All right, Megan, now come, this is ridiculous. Let's go down to the cafeteria, get a cup of coffee, and try to discuss this rationally, all right?
No, thank you. I'm afraid that I promised the models I'd have a drink with them after the show. After that, I'm going to dine with my father. It seems that someone turned down his invitation to dinner. You know how he hates to eat alone. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Great. Just great.
Stereo guilt. Would you kindly remove that cane from my path? Unless, of course, you were going to dazzle me by producing a bouquet of flowers.
Forgive my little touches of légère de main, Miss
Devine, Renee Devine.
Devine. Miss Devine, a pleasure, of course. You see, I have very little chance of exercising my feats of magic, so I couldn't resist this opportunity of trying once more. But as you can see, it's as easy as falling off a bicycle.
Oh, they're absolutely beautiful. Yes, but this is something that I can understand, that I can touch and feel.
You are referring to my astrological charts, no doubt.
Among other things.
Believe me, Miss Devine, that I am no charlatan, and if you are truly concerned for your friend, I suggest you bring her to me as soon as possible.
I am concerned about Victoria. That is why I decided to come here alone first.
I see. You are the advance guard trying to protect Victoria from harm, is that it?
To put it bluntly, yes.
What possible danger could come from me?
Well, I don't know that yet. But then you have yet to give me one iota of proof that you know anything meaningful about the truth of her past.
So I am to come up with some fact that no ordinary man of the street could possibly know about Victoria.
That would be a good place to start.
Very well. Let me see now. Voila!
Oh, Lordy. That is the year that Victoria graduated from high school.
Indeed. And the year that all her troubles began.
How did you do that? I mean, how did you know that?
All that matters is that I do know, and that you get her to me as soon as possible.
Yes, I agree with you. 100%. I'll bring her here tomorrow, if that's all right with you.
I'll be awaiting her arrival eagerly.
Thank you, Mr. Clare.
Oh, think nothing of it, Miss Devine. Victoria's indeed fortunate to have a friend like you.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Oh.
My flowers, yes.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, my friends, tell me what tomorrow will bring.
My mouth has a terrible...
This has been the greatest day of my life, Neil. Not only did I get to meet Tiffany, but I got to touch her hair, too. I'll never forget how it felt, or the way she smiled at me. And I owe it all to you.
Yeah, well, just remember that from now on, you can't go barging into our house like that.
I'm real sorry, Neil. I hope I didn't ruin it for the rest of the club.
No, it's okay. I fixed everything after you left, but just please don't let it happen again.
I promise. I guess I just got a little carried away.
Yeah, well, I understand. Mary Lynn Coleman is very easy to fall in love with.
You know, Max, I was thinking, the stuff we got today looks really good. What if we did sort of a weekly fashion show?
Linda, I've had my fill of high couture for a while here. Tell you what, you make the decision.
Great. Okay. I'm going to go to the studio and put this stuff together.
Oh, Melinda, I was hoping we could go over some business over dinner. I've got some ideas about the new schedule I'd like to go over with you.
Okay, let's see. How about Wednesday?
Wednesday's great, say 7:30?
Excuse me, Max. I just wanted to apologize for not being able to talk to you earlier, but Meredith Berlin's magazine's got a huge circulation, and, well, you know,
Look,
I just didn't want to...
I'm rather busy right now. Maybe you can find someone else to bother.
Okay, got the tickets. We are all set to go. All we have to do is get your stuff together, and we are ready. What's the matter? You look like you just saw Bambi for the 14th time.
Well, Cord, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to go to Hawaii with you. I hope I haven't screwed up your plans, your plane tickets,
Oh, wait,
reservations.
hold on a second here. What's the matter? What's wrong? Why don't you want to go?
No, I want to go. It's just that, You know, my dad's in town, and he's just here for 2 weeks. I haven't seen him in months, and I just don't feel right about leaving.
Well, hey, I can understand it. You know how important family is to me.
I know. But I don't know how you feel about me not going with you.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed that you're not gonna be coming along. But again, I do understand. I mean, I know how important it is for you to spend some time with your daddy.
Well, I hope that I can make it up to you when you get back.
Oh, well, we'll have 2 weeks to think about that now, won't we? Maybe we can have a private little luau of our own when I get back. And maybe you could learn one of those little hula dances with the grass skirt.
Well, I'm certainly going to take lessons while you're gone.
Good.
So have a good trip.
Yeah. I will. I'll send you postcards from wherever I am.
Just don't say, I wish you were here, because that's what I'm going to be wishing.
Yeah. Well, I guess I better be going. I need to stop out the Banner on my way to the airport.
Okay. Thank you again for the lovely thought.
Yeah. Maybe next time. I'll see you.
Okay. Maybe next time.
Tomorrow, Victoria will be here. I seek your help. Guide my thoughts and words. This covers her. This crowns her. This is beneath her. This is behind her. This is in front of her. And this is her obstacle.